Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Beautiful weather where I'm at up here near Seattle. Went for a bike ride this morning, almost 50 miles. So it's absolutely beautiful. Burned some calories, saw some nature, spent some time with friends. Great time. As you can see here, I put a little bit more equity into my account, a little bit over 7,000. And what I'd like to do today is kind of go through and buy some stocks. I like to do this every week. And the key part about this is I'm going to be buying stocks based on some suggestions I got throughout the week. So these will all be viewer suggested stocks that I'll be buying today. What I'd like to do is every weekend go through at least once a week and buy five stocks, five, six stocks, depending on what's been suggested and some other personal choices that I'd like to buy. So yeah, let's just kind of dive right on into the stocks here. So the first stock was suggested by Dimitri, KO, good old CocaCola here. So this is a large cap company, very well-known company. For my particular strategy, it's got a great dividend yield, 3.2% right now. Um, yeah, what can you say about Coca-Cola? It's a well-known brand, world-known, um, very stable. And going through some of the charts here, it's been down a little bit over this past week, but otherwise, actually kind of up and down here. If you go through the chart recently, 44, then up to 45, 44, back to 45. So it's kind of been going up and down over the last year, over the last 4 to 5 months anyway. For the last 5 years, has been trending up nicely. So I'd like to go ahead and buy one of the shares here. I'm just going to buy one share. And what I want to do here is go and do a limit order. So as you saw in my last video, market order versus limit order. Limit order is a great way of locking in a price and avoiding some early trading fluctuation. Some of these stocks can move quite rapidly in early trading, so it's better to put in a market or a limit order as opposed to a market order. So let's go ahead and do that. So it's currently trading at 43. I'd like to jump in when it's 43.05. This will never expire. It might take a couple days for this trade to execute. If it does execute, click on that, one share at 43.05. So there we go. You have one share pending for Coca-Cola, again based off Dimitri's particular suggestion. Second stock, let's go through. INTC is the ticker symbol, and this is Intel Corporation. Again, another large cap company, good recognition, brand recognition. It's got a great dividend yield, 2.95. I think there's going to be some movement in some of these technology stocks. I've already talked about AMD and picked up a few shares of that. That does not have a dividend yield for AMD, but Intel, good price, good dividend yield, great company. So let's go ahead and buy some Intel. Again, let's do a limit order. And for Intel, you can see the current price is $35.26. I want to jump in at $34.95. I'm just going to buy, again, one share of that. The order might take a couple days to execute. If it does execute, we'll go ahead and we'll buy a share of Intel. And oh, I forgot to mention, that was by a viewer called Mike. So thanks, Mike. I'm jumping in, buying a share of that. Third stock I want to buy is actually a stock I already have, Ford Motor Company. So great dividend yield here, almost 5%. Great company. It's kind of been going up and down recently. A little bit of a drop off over the last month from 13 down to 11, 12-ish. But I'd like to go in. I have one share currently. I'm going to go, whoops, I don't want to sell. I want to go ahead and buy. Let's do another limit order. So it's currently at 12.39. I want to jump in when it's 12.15. Never expires. I'm just going to buy one share of that as well. And there we go. We're replacing one share of Ford. So again, I already have one of those shares. I'm going to buy another one. And that was, I'm not exactly sure who suggested that. I have to go back and look. It's not up on my spreadsheet here. So Sorry about that. Whoever suggested I get another share, a couple shares of Ford. Let's go to my third pick here. This is a little bit more pricey stock. Again, a well-known company, IBM, International Business Machines. It's trading at 158. It's got a nice little dividend yield at 3.5. And as you can see, over the last 3 months, it's been holding steady. Over the last year, it's trended up nicely. Kind of dipped down there a bit. And over the last 5 years, you can see it's kind of holding steady, if not down a bit. I think this is a great company, great dividend yield. I'm going to go ahead and buy just a share of this. Again, I'm going to do a limit order. It's been 158 right now. I'm going to try to jump in if it's 160, 156.5. Never expires. We'll just buy one share of that, and we'll go ahead and buy that. And that was suggested by Calvin. He thinks this is going to be a good long-term play. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump in, buy one share of that. And my last stock here is kind of a hedge in a certain regard. Verizon. I already have AT&T. I want to go ahead and jump in and get some Verizon. This was suggested by Ian. This particular stock, 4.3 dividend yield. There's been some movement in the telecoms recently. There's been a lot of changes in a lot of their core plans, especially regarding data. It's kind of a pricing war right now between Verizon. Also have AT&T. It's down a little bit. Verizon's down a bit as well. Over the last week, you can see it's kind of jumped off there. And all carriers have been down. The last month, 3 months, it's been kind of trending down as well. Whoops. Over the last year, kind of up and down, up and down. I think this is a good long-term play. It's got a nice dividend yield. So I'm going to go ahead and buy a share of this. Again, I'm going to be placing a limit order. It's 52 right now. I want to jump in when this is 51.5. Actually, scratch that. 51.4. Never expires. I'm just going to buy one share of that. Go ahead and swing up to trade, and there we go. So those are my 5 stocks. So again, I'm placing orders for CocaCola, suggestion by Dimitri, Intel, suggestion by Mike. I'm buying another share of Ford. Don't remember who exactly suggested that. I'm sorry about that. IBM, suggestion by Calvin, and some Verizon, suggestion by Ian. To see if that will help out my portfolio. So again, just checking in, making some stock buys, suggested viewer stock buys. I hope to be doing this at least once a week moving forward. Just another kind of fun way to engage you guys and make some returns. So again, please subscribe. That helps me out quite a bit. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Give me a couple comments. And again, give me some suggestions for next week. What stock should I buy? I'm trying to round out my portfolio, diversifying it, really looking at high dividend yielding stocks. But good companies are good companies regardless. There's some plays to be made out there. Let me know. That's the whole idea of posting these videos, to get some user input and make some money. So again, subscribe, leave me a comment, leave me a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys next